unfinished business. Unfinished business. I pondered in my mind. I couldn't figure out exactly what it meant. He said, he has unfinished business. I didn't understand it until the temptation began. When did the temptation begin? I'm glad you asked me. It was then. Then. After he had fasted 40 days, then he was led into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. When? Then. After he had fasted, the fast is over. He now has a legal right to eat. But instead of enjoying some sumptuous meal and enjoying his life, knowing the Holy Spirit has led him into a dry place. And all I know is that God gave me a clue. I had unfinished business. I didn't get it until the temptation began. For the enemy says, if thou be the Son of God, turn this stone into bread. Turn the stone into bread. Turn the stone into bread. It's tempted to turn the stone into bread. But is it the bread that the Holy Spirit wants me to see? Because he's emphasized that he is hungry, so maybe I should look at the bread. But the Holy Spirit said to me, before you look at the bread, look at the stone. I said to him, what is it about the stone? The first thing I noticed is that it's a stone looking at a stone. For Christ is the rock of ages. The stone, the rock of ages, has come down to stare at a stone staring at a stone. My God. And the enemy has suggested that the provisions would come from the rock, the stone. He told the rock to go to the rock. And he says to the rock, when you get to the rock, turn the stone to bread. And my mind went through his files and went all down to his files and index and looking, stone, Mount Nebo in the wilderness. What is it? Oh! Stumbled upon Moses. And I said, oh, this is where the last pastor failed. He flunked the test and the study. You will remember, don't you remember? All my Bible scholars remember. Moses had passed the first mock test. When God told him the children of Israel are murmuring and complaining they want water, and God told him, take your staff and smite the rock. And when he smote the rock went through a metamorphosis and began to pour out water out of a rock in the middle of the wilderness. And the children of Israel drank from the rock. But it was the second time when he comes to the rock and God says, don't you smite the rock again. Speak to the rock. Tell somebody, say, speak to the rock. Speak to the rock. You don't have to hit it. You don't have to hit it. See, the Holy Spirit is using Moses' life to tell the story of Jesus. He was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him. With his stripes we are healed. He was smitten of God. Boom! And out of him comes the waters of life. Woman, if you believe on me, that's the scripture that said, out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water. You remember what he said that? He said, you drink water. The water that you drink will make you thirsty again, but the water that I have for you, you will never thirst again. Why does Jesus compare his water to her water? It's because her water is from one rock and his water is from another. And so we have a rock coming down to the rock to have a discussion, and it is over methodology. Because Moses is stuck in a method that is now past. His traditional mind does what it always did to get water out of the rock. When we have a progressive God and we have a traditional mind, we're going to have a conflict. A progressive God says, I'm going to give you the same thing, but I'm going to give it to you a new way. Let me try that a little bit. So if you're trying to get what you're trying to get the old way and it's not working for you, it doesn't mean that God's not going to give it to you. It means that you got to have the liberty of thought and the liberty of mind to do something that you've never done before. before. Shake your neighbor and tell them that's for you, girl. To do something that you've never done before. If you're going to get something that you never got before. If you're going to step into another dimension, your traditional mind cannot be stuck in a system. Always doing it the way we always did it will never bring what you need to be the way you need it. The Holy Spirit didn't want Moses to strike the rock twice because he would, by implication, suggest that Christ would be crucified twice. And when he smote the rock the second time, he typifies Israel crucifying the Son of Man afresh and bringing him to an open shame. And God says, you cannot go in because you smote the rock twice. Christ will only be crucified twice. And once the Christ has been crucified, he will never have to be smitten again. Now, whatever you need from him, just speak to him. And if you speak to him, it's going to flow. Yeah, that's something you ought to tweet tonight. If you speak to the rock, it's going to flow. If you stop fussing and getting angry and getting upset and having temper tantrums and losing your mind and losing your sleep and losing your peace, just calm down and speak to the rock. Somebody in this room is about to step into a supernatural flow. You're about to come into a place of abundance. You're not going to have to do it. It is not by might. It is not by power, but by my spirit. My God, prophesy to your neighbor and tell them I'm coming into a flow. 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 If I can resist the temptation to function in my tradition, then I can operate in my triumphs, and I will come into an immediate flow. Anyway, can I tell you the rest of it? She did that come to the light and God bring him down to the rock because the last shepherd of Israel has stumbled over the rock. He failed to complete his mission at the rock. And the Holy Spirit will always bring you back to where you fell off. The Holy Spirit will always bring you back to where you fell off. You remember when Lazarus died? And Jesus waited 4 days before he came to the funeral. The funeral was over, the graveside service was over. They eat up all the chicken, and here comes Jesus talking to them. Mary was mad. Martha had an attitude. Martha said, if he would have been here, my brother would not have died. Mary said, even now you have the power to raise him up again. Jesus sat down and cried with him a few minutes, then he wiped his face and said, show me where you laid him down. Take me back to the spot where you stopped believing. Take me back to the place where you got off the truck. Take me back to the spot where you lost it. I'm going to restore unto you everything that you lost and everything that the cankerworm and everything that the palmerworm and everything that the locust ate up. I'm not going to leave you with unfinished business. I'm going to give it back to you, pressed down, shaking together and running over. Take me to the rock. And they led the rock to the rock. And here comes Jesus to the rock. And the rock said to the rock, roll that rock out of my way. I'm going to resurrect every dead thing in your life. Slap your neighbor and tell him it's coming back. 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 Lazarus is coming out of the grave. Water is coming out of the rock. And Jesus is coming out of the wilderness. And the Holy Ghost sent me here to tell you, you're coming out too. I want somebody that's been going through 40 days of hell and high water to praise God and say, I'm coming out too. It's been a long time, but I'm coming out too. I suffered a lot of stuff, but I'm coming out too. I cried myself to sleep, but I'm coming out too. I'm wiping my eyes, I'm too crying now. I'm coming out too. Jesus cried for a minute, then he said, show me where you laid it down. I'm too crying, I'm coming out of this. You cried your last tear last night. temptation is. See, the fasting, what would Jesus have a legal right to eat? Temptation is trying to satisfy a legitimate need in an illegitimate way. The need is right, but the method is wrong. Jesus has a right to eat. The fast is over. You have a right to have what you've been praying for. You're not wrong to want it. You're not wrong to want it. You have a right to have it. But watch who you let feed you.
Watch who's feeding you. Amen to that. That's good right there. Good.
Don't let your rights make you go wrong.
Wow.
Don't let your rights make you go wrong. Don't let your rights make you go wrong. I got a right to be angry. Don't let your rights make you go wrong. I got a right to get even.
To me.
Don't let your rights make you go wrong. This is the temptation. This is temptation. Temptation is when you have a legal right, but you try to resolve it in an illegal way.
Wow.
Yeah. Temptation is to take your power and abuse it to satisfy your personal needs. Temptation is to see a rock as bread. Because when you're hungry, rocks look like bread.
Yeah.
When you're hungry, rocks look like bread. And you'll break your teeth trying to eat a hard thing. Because you're hungry. That's where the first master fell. He had a right to be angry, but he didn't have a right to be wrong.
Wow.
So he had a right to be upset, but when he takes his right and uses his right to do something wrong, it stops him from entering in to what he needs to enter into. And when Jesus had a right to eat and he was tempted to do wrong, he faced the temptation with the word and said, "It is written." Can I go there? So it says, "It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God." When you can't trust your feelings, you got to lean on your faith. When everything in your feelings is saying, "Eat them up," you got to go back to your faith and say, "It is written." Hallelujah. Took somebody and said, "Get in that word." He is taken up into a high place. I will avoid the temptation to discuss how the enemy gets to take Jesus from the wilderness to Jerusalem. That's a whole different discussion, the transportation between the two, and 1.5 hour taking the other to home about it. And then he gets up in the wilderness, takes him up to a high place and said, "Look at all the kingdoms of the world I will give you if you just bow down and worship me. Look at what I will give you." And Jesus goes back to the word again. Because see, the problem is Jesus has a right to the kingdoms. For the earth is the Lord's, the fullness of the world, and they that dwell therein. He has a right to the kingdoms, but he doesn't want to do wrong to get right. So he resists the temptation to get a legitimate thing the illegitimate way. And he said, "It is written that man shall worship the Lord thy God, and him alone shall you worship." And so he says, "I gotta try something else. Since I couldn't appeal to the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eye, what I'll give you," he said, "I'll take him and appeal to his pride. Go for his feeling."
Wow.
And he said, I take him up to a mountaintop. And he says, if you drop down off of this mountain, he said, it is written. Now the devil is trying to get it. The word says, the devil knows the scriptures too, that the angels will bear you up, lest you dash your foot against the stone. And then the Holy Spirit says, wait a minute. Everything he offered Jesus, he already had. He says, if thou be the Son of God, turn this stone to bread. And I was so busy looking at the rock, talking to the rock, I forgot that Jesus is the bread of life. Isn't it funny that you're tempted to get from something else something that's already inside of you? Can I mess with that a little bit?
Go ahead, please.
You are attracted to what you already are. If it wasn't already in you, you wouldn't be drawn to it.
That's right.
So there you are trying to turn somebody else into something. If you could only recognize what you are, you can get what you need. Because what you need, you already got. Because you are the very. Didn't Jesus let it say, take, eat, this is my body is your bread, my bread is the body. Your fathers ain't mine in the wilderness of perish, but I am the true bread of life. Are you looking to somebody else for something you already have? Can I mess with you just a little bit? And then he takes him up to the high place and shows him all the kingdoms of the world will I give him if you just bow to me. Bow to me. If you just bow to me, I'll just give it to you. If you just do it my way, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to show you a shortcut. If you just bow to me, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. And Jesus resists the temptation to take a shortcut. If you get yourself in trouble, temptation number 3, he says the angels will come and get you out. This is a chance for you to show who you really are. Show them who you know. Do some name dropping. Let everybody know how important you are. Throw yourself off the cliff and let the angels come and get you. So we got bread, and we got kingdoms, and we got protection, and we got the enemy tempting Jesus with bread, provision, and then he's got to give him the kingdoms, and that's power, and then he's got to get the angels, that's protection. So we got provisions, and we got power, and we got protection.
Wow.
We got power, we got protection, we got provisions, we got power, we got protection, we got provisions, we got power, we got protection. The message I'm preaching tonight is for anybody that's been praying for provisions, power, protection. If you've been asking God, I need some money, provisions, I need a raise, I need a promotion, power. Lord, they're trying to kill me, protection. If you've been asking for provisions, make some noise. If you've been praying about power, make some noise. If you're in trouble and you need some protection, make some noise. If you've been asking God for provision, make some noise. If you've been praying for power, make some noise. If you've been praying for protection, make some noise. You are the reason God sent me to Richmond. I didn't come to Richmond to preach. I came to deliver an answer to your prayers. If you've been asking for provision, I got the answer. If you've been asking for power, I got your answer. If you've been needing some protection, I got your answer. The Lord told me to tell you, it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. 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 It's coming.